Marsha Wagner won't return her car or pay for the tickets and tolls she accumulated.
Now, a 41-year-old child does not purchase a car and put the car in her mother's name unless it's some sort of a scam.
No, ma'am. It wasn't a scam.
Well, then you explain to me some reason that this brain is going to understand why you put a car that you paid for in your mother's name.
I had a 2011 Altima at one point in time, and the engine went up on me. So I was still paying that car payment, and I was still dealing with that issue, and that's the reason why my mom put the car in her name.
Now, that's a sad story that you tell me. But if I break that down into what happened, you had a 2011 Altima that you hadn't paid for.
No, ma'am, that's not the truth. I had paid for the car.
I have to tell you that I don't believe this story.
Okay.
I don't believe that a 40-year-old woman pays for a car in full. And how much did you pay for this car in 2016?
It was $1,300.
That you paid $1,300 for a car. You paid for it in full, and you insured it.
Yes, ma'am.
So it was fully covered by insurance?
Yes, ma'am.
Or not fully covered. You didn't do collision. You did liability.
Yes.
Liability only. And yet you said, I don't need the car in my name. I'm going to put the car in my mother's name. Unless somebody's coming to look for you, to take property away from you.
No, ma'am.
Then you're going to have to tell me a reason, I believe.
Well, the other car, the older car, the 2011, the engine blew, and it was sitting on my block, so it couldn't move. And
That doesn't give me a reason why you put the car in your mother's name.
Well,
that just says you had another car that was fully paid for.
No, it wasn't fully paid for, ma'am. I had car payments on that car, and that was the reason why I had the car put in my mother's name.
You had a car whose engine blew. This is what you want me to believe. You had a car that had a blown engine that couldn't be moved, that you were paid for.
Yes, ma'am.
And current in your payment, so you had no black mark on your credit or anything else. And you paid $1,300 for a car that you could drive. And you said, you know what, just for blank and giggles, I'm going to put the car in my mother's name.
I needed a car because I needed to get back and forth to work, and I needed to get
you
back
paid
and forth.
for it. I'm still not understanding why the car is in your mother's name. You still haven't given me a reason why the car is in your mother's name that I believe.
I'm sorry you don't believe that.
And if I don't believe your mother, I'm going to dismiss the case. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand that? Because we're smart. Maybe. I'll find out.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
She had a 2011 car that had a blown engine that she had a loan on. And if you want me to think that she was still paying for the loan on that car, if you want me to believe that, I want Bird to believe that I'm younger than he is.